Hannah, say I'm the parent of a teenager and my teenager seems increasingly reluctant to go to school. Many mornings they say they're feeling unwell and some mornings they just point blank refuse to go in. What should I do?
This is a really tough situation for a parent to find themselves in, particularly when, as parents and carers, we have such high hopes for our kids. They're gonna, things are gonna go smoothly, they're gonna embrace a new season, new chapter, maybe if it's transition, they're coming up to secondary school. My big bit of advice is that you pick up the phone and you speak with your teenager and speak with the school and avoid covering for them. I appreciate that may happen in the beginning because you're just trying to work out what's going on. But as soon as you've identified that there is an issue here, then speak to your teenager, speak to the school. There could be a number of reasons why they are reluctant to attend, and it could be that they're really struggling with their peer group and finding where do they fit here, or maybe they just find they're quite lonely at break and lunch and they just haven't been able to make those social connections. Maybe it's that they find it difficult to access the schoolwork. It could be an undiagnosed additional learning need there. Maybe another young person is targeting them for some really unkind behaviour, sort of bullying kind of thing. Or it could be that they're just really anxious, but really anxious. It's really important. And it's, to have that conversation about what are they frightened of and get underneath that. So, it could be a whole host of those any one of those reasons or something else. But by speaking with the school and speaking with your teenager, hopefully you'll be able to identify underlying reason and work a plan to get them back in. That's sort of the ideal, isn't it? School, of course, will have access to other support. So you've got people like education welfare officers and youth services, and maybe they will enlist their help to come alongside you, obviously with your consent. And as a parent, you want to engage with all the offer of support and help that you can get to make a way back for your young person. I think it's really important that parents reflect on their own parenting as well. Because we, with the best intentions, we can unknowingly be contributing to why our young person sort of found themselves in the place they're at. I think of one parent who felt that when their young person entered the teenage years, they just sort of almost stepped back and didn't enforce boundaries, felt that was the right way to respect their young person, but actually found that their young person was making all these choices, including not going to school, and didn't listen to the voice of their parent or didn't respect them. And that was a really hard place to come back from. Or I think of another parent who they were themselves were quite anxious, and so therefore they didn't want their young person to feel anxious either, and so had a pattern of sort of rescuing them from anything that was uncomfortable. The problem with that is that young person was not building the resilience they needed to thrive or cope when they were out of their comfort zone. And it's really important that our teenagers struggle and they are able to step out of their comfort zone, and that's where they learn, I survived that, that's okay, I can do this. That's what builds resilience. So those things are really important for our teenagers. So work together with your teenager, with the school, and where you can, make a plan to address any underlying reasons and get them back in.
So is it ever appropriate to move schools, or would that just be transferring the problem?
It's a great question, because I think that for some young people a new environment could be just what they're looking for, could be really helpful. Maybe it's that the school that they're attending or they're signed up to is a really big school, and so simply looking around and looking at other options. Schools do have sort of a different feel about them or a different vibe, and a smaller school may be just the thing that, where they can feel comfortable and feel at home, and may just be the thing that they need. So absolutely it's worth looking around in your area and seeing what else is available. Obviously, again, there are support and people like the education welfare officer who can come alongside and give you guidance on all this sort of thing.
Excellent. Hannah, thank you. We hope you found that useful. If you'd like further help, please check out the links below the video. And if you have any suggestions for topics we could cover in future episodes, pop them in the comments. Please do like the video, share it with friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. We really do hope that things work out for you and your family. Bye for now.